welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott to kick
Mike
off
Tirico along with
Philadelphia.
Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Jordan Davis getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Dak facing 3rd and long. He'll let this go for Pickens. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll run. It's Williams. A short kick down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
3rd and goal for Prescott. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting.
Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, The first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play for Dallas. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Williams. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Brandon Aubrey to
back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. the push-off there. That's on the former All-Pro Lane Johnson. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On play action, Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30s. That's good for 27 and a first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. This one is caught by Dotson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face third and 2. We'll try to run here with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Elliott, good on the extra point.
Makes the score.
And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
On the play.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down,
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
They run over center with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And a minimal gain there, down to the 20.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
2nd down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickett. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up. 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
I'm gonna switch teams. I want my money back. I like watching paint dry.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Dak to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. Cowboys will get out in front 17-7.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
The open receiver is Dotson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Deron Bland on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to second
All
and
things
10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll step up and run. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7
Now the Cowboys
yard line.
going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Big play.
Here's Barkley, and he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
17. Eagles 14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens.
Prescott's pass complete to George Pickens. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's down. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, Prescott to the air. Quick throw here is complete. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 34 yards.
A 34-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Intended for A.J.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a Big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
2nd and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of
Just
16
his
yards.
first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his first catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Nice job by the running back
2nd and
making the
7.
first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's another Eagles.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And will be forced out of bounds, a very short gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
3rd down and 9. Now Hurts. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. On the return, it's Covey. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On play action, Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try to sneak it here, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's another
18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
43-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And to be brought down right around the 40. Dante Fowler there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
3-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts using the pop pass. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Eagles 27, Cowboys 20.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Dak to throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, this looks like a design run. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Cowboys.
16 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it with Williams. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try and run here with Sanders. First down and more inside the 30. A gain there of 17.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Dak can throw it here on first down. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. It's a touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Bigsby to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On third down, here's Hurts. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. Play fake. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On second down, it's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the Cowboys, first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Dallas.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Left side, caught by Lamb. And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will go up by 7.
Cowboys 34, Eagles 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Going to fire this one out to Smith.
First pass, complete to number 6, Devontae Smith. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9
yards.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Pick it up.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
43-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Murray on the coverage.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A short throw taken in by Goddard. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical third down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts again. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Again, Hurts. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Now, a big 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And it'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.